to say goodnight, though it may be getting past your dream time, baby. Don't think twice, just linger in my arms a little longer, baby, 'cause it's oh so nice, yes it's oh so nice.
I think so. Looks like it's on. Good morning. My name is Susan Reardon. I'm the staff hearing officer, and I call the meeting of Wednesday, January 21st to order. Today we just have one item on the agenda, and they didn't ask for continuance, so we will hear the item. Under announcements and appeals, I have no announcements, and we've had no recent appeals. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address the staff hearing officer on items not on today's agenda? No? Seeing no one, will go to the first item, which is 430 El Solito Road. If you guys would like to come up to the table. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
We'll have Joanne first kind of give the staff presentation, and then you can add any additional comments that you would like. Okay.
All right.
Anytime you're ready, Joanne.
This property is zoned A1, and it's a 31,356 square foot lot. Current development on site consists of a single-family residence with a basement, an attached carport, and a pool equipment shed. The proposed project involves demolition of a sunroom and pool equipment shed, construction of 584 square feet of additions, which include a 185 square foot addition to the dwelling and the conversion of the existing carport to habitable space, a new 2-level 4-car garage over here, 3 uncovered parking spaces, a detached pool equipment sauna building, reconfiguring the driveway, new site walls, removal of 2 trees, landscape alterations, and associated grading. The project will also address violations in a 2013 zoning information report. The request before you today is a modification to allow the total garage area to exceed the maximum allowable size of 750 square feet. The project was reviewed by the Single Family Design Board and was forwarded to the staff hearing officer with comments. The A1 zone allows for a maximum of 750 square feet of covered parking. The proposed garage is 1,128 square feet, which exceeds the maximum allowed by 378 square feet. Because the proposals were greater than 750 square feet of covered parking, it requires modification approval to exceed the maximum allowable size. The existing driveway is proposed to be reconfigured to allow access for the garage on 2 levels, here and through here. And also proposed as part of this is removal of 1 oak tree and 1 liquid amber, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to do some reconfiguration of the driveway, which will be in the which will affect the oak tree. So the applicant has submitted a letter from a certified arborist with recommendations to replace the oak tree just with 1 oak tree, because there's not room for 10 oak trees on the property, and for tree protection measures. And so staff has included this as a condition of approval for the project, that those items will be addressed and incorporated as conditions. Staff is in support of the request because the lot is large and lot is, I just wanted to say that Transportation has reviewed the project, and they found the driveway configuration as well as the parking areas to be supportable as proposed. The staff supports the proposal because of the large size of the lot, and the garage is located outside of the setbacks. It's not anticipated to adversely affect the adjacent neighbors, and it will provide an area to accommodate the property owner's cars. Staff would like the proposal approved and supported with the conditions outlined in the staff report.
Okay, great. Thank you. If you'd like to state your name for the record and provide any additional comments.
Hey, my name is Peter Becker. I'm the architect, and this is Jacob Nixto, who's the project architect on this job. And basically, we are wanting to go by the spirit of the law, which would be to limit the visual impact of too many garages on a site. And so we've made it so that when you're anywhere on the street or in public way, you could only glance in and see 2 garages right there, and that's it. Then you would come, and then up above, these have windows on them that look like a house. And so when you come around here, then you see 2 more garages, but they're completely hidden from, because it's screened all the way around, completely hidden from any public or the view of any neighbors. So that's the reasoning behind what we're doing.
Okay, and I noticed the minimum dimension, interior dimension, was 23 versus what's 20. And what was the idea behind having it so wide? And the question relates to just the size and amount of the modification you're requesting.
Part of it has to do with aesthetic reasons in terms of keeping with the style of the house, having 2 individual garage doors and needing a decent amount of wall space in between those. Mm-hmm. Additionally, it helps with the access kind of as you're coming up to get around. There's a little more wiggle room here because it's a kind of a curved approach into the garage door. You're not kind of coming straight in.
Right, that's another thing I was
wondering.
wondering.
So there's a little bit of,
okay, yeah.
and we wanted to save these. These are the 2 oak trees that are well established that we wanted to save, so we didn't want to kind of push any further that way in order to allow. So the space was in regards for those 2 reasons.
Okay. The other question I had, I thought I saw it somewhere, but maybe it's another project I was looking at. Is this going to be, what's the material for the driveway? Is it... Is it going to be asphalt, or is it going to be permeable, or?
I believe we had talked about an asphalt driveway.
You were doing how you meet in your swim.
Well, the current driveway comes all the way out here, so we're removing such a significant portion here that the materiality of this, I don't think, played into.
It's almost all hardscape.
Yeah, I remember when I was up there yesterday. Yeah, there was a lot of paving. Okay. Okay, I think those are my questions. So I'd like to open the public hearing. No one's here. Did we receive any emails or letters?
I haven't received anything.
Okay, I'll close the public hearing. I went out to the site and visited the site, walked around, looked at the neighborhood and stuff, and I actually agree with your presentation where you said the design thought process was trying to make it look like a 2-car garage. It is stacked and it's tall, but it's shorter than the existing, and I think it was 17 is the maximum height. Am I right? No, 20 on that side, 20, and then so it's below the maximum height level on the 1-story portion. As the garage, it's shorter, but I think it's very well designed, and I think it's appropriate to the site. It's not, the residence already is sprawled out across the property, so that would be unfortunate to make it even longer. I understand the design thought process and the fact that the property has the slope that you're able to do this. So I agree with staff's recommendation. In terms of making the findings, and like Joanne said, there's a couple of conditions proposed regarding oak tree replacement and tree preservation, and you guys are fine with that?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't believe I need to add any additional conditions, so I'll approve your project, making the findings outlined in the staff report, and subject to the conditions contained therein. And my action is appealable to the Planning Commission within 10 calendar days, and they also have oversight authority of all my actions, and if they felt this warranted additional discussion before them, they could call it up during that same 10-day appeal period. And if either of those were to occur, Joanne would contact you. Okay?
All right.
Great, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I adjourn the meeting.